It's 11 o'clock. I'm Rob Cioffi, and this is another episode of Comedians Writing Jokes at Starbucks. Episode 10. It's October 14th, 2014. I'm here, as always, with Bob Nelson. As some of you may know, yesterday, at the end of the show, we were confronted by the manager here, the real manager. Last week we made fun of the manager, and unfortunately she heard about it. So now, I'm so nervous even being here, but she said, she didn't say we couldn't stay. Had to go, but she didn't say we couldn't stay either. Could stay, so I don't know what to do. We really can't find another location. I'm just hoping she doesn't come over, and it's freaking Bob out. He's totally freaked, and I'm freaked too. I don't know what to do. No, that's not true. That's not true at all. She came over. She had a word with me, but you know what?
It's over?
You know what? I don't care. I don't care. Let her come. Come on. Kick me out. Think I am. No, she's very nice. If you did watch the show yesterday, you sure saw we had Kevin, the probably homeless comedian, on. And after his interview, he went out and was washing the windows right outside of our little area here. I don't know why. I guess he thought I might give him some money for doing that. And the actual manager of Starbucks confronted him, asked him what he was doing. And additionally, he took a piece of foliage from outside and was holding it. And apparently, that's not a good thing to do at Starbucks. They pay a lot of money for that.
Picking the flowers.
He picked the flowers.
You know, I was going to wear orange today.
You were.
Good thing I didn't.
Orange is the new black, Bob.
I know. That's what I heard. You look like a giant grapefruit. Look at you.
Look at it. It's my prison jumpsuit looking.
So you're dressed.
This way,
if
we do get arrested. All right, they can take me right to prison. They don't have
they
to.
say change into these. I'm good.
I'm good.
Right. Change into these prison clothes.
Listen. It's all. I'm ready to wear.
What's going to happen today? My horoscope said I would get arrested, so I'm putting on orange.
My horoscope. That's how I run my life, by the way. My horoscope. I am very happy to have Mr. Bob Nelson back with us again today. Again, for the record, he has no contractual obligation to be here, and he has no reason to do anything at all. But check his emails, and what are you doing? You're doing the Quicken, right? Is that what you're doing? You're Quicken?
No. What I do is I get online with you, and then Trish tells me to fix my hair.
Is Trish watching? Hi, Trish. Hi, Trish. Nice to see you.
She's got to come in and do the chat.
We want Trish to come in and be our support person, not only in the chat and everything, but also in how we dress, because we need some help. Obviously, orange and ponytail. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this. Please, I would love to have Trish in. And we're already up to 12 viewers. 12 viewers. I cannot believe we are up to 12 viewers already.
Trish said to me, don't say anything bad about that guy yesterday. Kevin? What's his name, Kevin?
Kevin Brogan.
He creeps me out.
Oh, he creeps.
Is that bad?
Is that creeps you? He creeps you out?
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't.
He's like...
he's a little like Andy Kaufman.
Yeah, and I was with APA, and I met Andy Kaufman, and he reminds me of him.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Andy Kaufman was like that in person.
That kind of blank look
like the distant...
Yeah, like there's nothing there.
I spent too much time in my bedroom when I was a kid. You never really played with anybody?
Trish is calling you.
All right, let's see.
I bet it's my wife. She's gonna
It could be your wife. No, not your wife. Unless I owe your wife $4,232. Like I do Visa. No, I'm kidding.
Was that Visa?
No.
Calling you?
No. Way beyond that. way
Visa
beyond,
isn't calling
way
anymore.
beyond the point of Visa calling anymore.
Another reason why you're wearing orange.
That's right, right. You know, comedy is truth. You know what you taught me once, Bob? Tragedy plus distance equals comedy.
Yes, or time.
Right. And unfortunately, we're way too close to tragedy for this to be funny.
We need
Right.
distance.
This is tragic right here
Yeah.
going on.
That's where that line came from. Too soon?
Too soon?
Too soon?
Too soon? Speaking of too soon, let me bring up our... every day we try to have the best guests of any show that's broadcasting from a Starbucks in the entire Eastern Seaboard. We really can't compete with California because all the famous people are out there. But today, Bob, we have Mr. Jeff Huber. Mr. Jeff Huber, he works at Google. He used to be the head of Google Maps,
Jeff
Huber, and he's now the head of the program for the self-driving car. Have you heard about the self-driving car? It drives you wherever you say, okay, take me to Starbucks, and it drives you there. You don't do anything.
You're
You
not
sleep.
telling which Starbucks?
You sleep. You scratch. Well, you got to tell him which Starbucks. But I told Mr. Huber he's actually bringing the drivable car, self-drivable car. Later on, we're going to go out in the parking lot. I already put out some orange cones, and we're going to go out, and we got a little course that we're going to go through when he gets here
With the Google car?
with the drivable, self-drivable Google car. Yes, the future, Bob. It's the future. Future you and I probably won't get to participate in, but the future all the same.
He owns the first 5 pages of when you Google his name.
He owns it.
Nothing comes up but him.
Jeff Huber.
A hog.
Oh, he works at Google, man. You think he's got a little inside track on that? You don't think he goes down to the guy who runs the web pages and says, hey, you know, I work here. Can you do me a favor?
Give me the first 10.
Give me the first 10 pages.
That's wrong.
Imagine the
I
money
feel
this
bad
guy's...
for the people named Jeff.
We have to ask this guy how much money he actually has. Oh, you know, Bob, we're probably never going to have another guest again on, but you know, I found this website called Celebrity Net Worth. Have you ever seen it?
Celebrity net worth.
Yeah. You put the celebrity's name in, and it tells you how much they're worth.
Really?
You're not on it. No, you're not on it. I looked. You're not on it. I think the other Bob Nelson's on it because he's loaded.
Yeah, the guy who wrote Nebraska. Trish
Yeah.
says to say hi.
Hi, Trish. Hi.
I said not to say anything bad.
Trish says,
Which I guess I did.
he can't help it. He can't help it. It's well known for that, Trish. Everybody knows that. So he's on his way. He should be here in about 5 or 10 minutes. And again, he's got the Google. He's also in charge of the Google glasses, Bob. You know what the Google glasses are?
Where it points to places that have like if you
No,
look at a
it-
pizza place, there's good pizza.
Yeah, it tells you. Yeah, right. It also is the preferred way to identify idiots in a crowd.
Really.
Because when you're wearing that, you go, oh, there's that idiot. Look at that idiot wearing Google Glass.
We could try it when he gets here. We'll look around and see if there's
We
any
will.
idiots.
That would be great.
There
Actually,
is. Just don't let him look at me.
I wonder what would happen. It would explode. Bob Nelson, by the way, if you Google the name Bob Nelson, he owns a third of the page on the right hand. He owns it.
And
Well,
I didn't
the other
even talk
Bob
to
Nelsons.
And I didn't even talk to Jeff
You
yet.
didn't talk to the guy. He doesn't work at Google. There's nothing of the sort going on.
I have a Gmail account.
You do. Well, then they know everything about you. That's for sure. So last week, Bob, it's over a week ago, we had a young man on named Dan McCarthy. Dan McCarthy. You may remember him. A pleasant young man from Connecticut who
Oh yeah.
he's obsessed with
Jay Leno.
Jay Leno. And he convinced us, clearly convinced us, or tried to anyway, that he was not stalking Jay Leno. And he mentioned that he had met Jay Leno once on the Today Show in front of millions of people. And fortunately for us, that happens to be on YouTube. And I grabbed it off of YouTube and put it on our website, comedianswritingjokes.com. You can go there right now and look for Stalking Jay Leno. Stalking Jay Leno is the video, is the title of the blog. I was actually going to call it Jay Leno Must Die because it's so weird. It's like if I was writing a screenplay, this is exactly how it would begin. And he does it so perfectly. It's like you got. It's not Dan McCarthy. It's Sean Penn playing Dan McCarthy. It's so good. You think you believe it. And as you know, Bob, my theory about Dan McCarthy is friends with every comedian on Long Island. Lives in Connecticut. Friends with every comedian on Long Island. Great guy. I like him. I love him. I performed with him. I've hung out at social functions with him. My theory about Dan McCarthy has been that he is a government plant. He works for some agency, the FBI, the IRS. He's looking for some nefarious activity among the stand-up comedians on Long Island.
What can we be doing?
Not you and me. Not you and me. Because we're here, we're clean. We wouldn't be hiding in plain sight.
So is there anybody that he...
I don't know. He likes JJ a lot.
JJ?
He likes JJ a lot. But that theory was squashed after we had him on our show. And what I've concluded, based on long nights of not sleeping, my insomnia, and sitting there staring at the ceiling thinking about things, that Dan McCarthy has an elaborate plan to get close to Jay Leno once again. And his plan is to make friends as many comedians as he's broadening his possibility of meeting Jay, because maybe he'll one day one of us will know. Now I know you used to work with Jay in the comedy clubs, right?
Yeah.
And Jay would know you if you said, hey, you were driving down the street and you guys were stopped at a light and he looked over and he saw you. He'd go, hey, Bob, and he'd know who you are.
Yeah.
He would do that. So it's Nelson. It's Nelson. Hey, it's Nelson.
Does he wear hats? Does he put on funny hats?
Is that what he says? Cruel. Enjoy your money, Jay. Enjoy your money. Enjoy it. Enjoy all that. You know, he never took a dime, or he never spent a dime from the Tonight Show. He lived off of all his all the cars he bought and everything were from appearances.
So what does he do with that money?
He would go play at the Magic Club, the Comedy and Magic Club, every Sunday, and the money he made from that, he bought all those cars and lived in those mansions and everything.
So what did he do with the money?
I don't know. Sitting on it, I guess. I guess he's going to give it to some car charity or something.
He's sitting on it.
So in my screenplay, Dan McCarthy goes to mechanic school. Dan McCarthy, the comedian who's obsessed. We go to mechanic school because Jay loves the cars, you know.
Oh.
And then he actually gets close to Jay, gets a job in Jay's garage.
No, he didn't.
And Jay's working one day with Jay, and Jay says, "Hey, Dan, pass me a screwdriver." And then you see Dan go like this. Here you go, Jay. There you go, Jay. Work at Walmart, Jay. Work at Walmart. That's my screenplay. I don't think that's true. I don't think that would happen with Dan McCarthy.
You're stabbing yourself.
Hey, I hate you, Jay. I have a miserable life. I hate you. Now, Dan. Right? It's like the Silence. You ever see the Silence of the Lambs where the guy's crazy, looking at himself in the mirror?
Yeah.
Pretending he's a woman.
Yeah.
That's what he does. He does Jay's monologue with his face like this.
This is creepy. That's why you're wearing orange, doing the Halloween bit right now.
It is, and it's actually disparaging. But Dan's a great guy. Everything I'm saying here is in jest. And if it does come true, hey man, we'll be on the talk show circuit for years. No. Here we come, Oprah. In Starbucks. Well, I predicted it, Oprah. No, Dan's going to be on the show on November 11th. It's his birthday. He's going to be on the show. He's already asked permission. I agreed to have him. Coming back. We're already having repeat guests. 11 viewers, Bob. Holding steady around the double digit, 10, 11. Thank you for watching, folks. I mentioned this yesterday. and I'll suggest it to you, and you can pass it along to other viewers. If you're watching on a computer, you also can watch on your phone at the same time.
And your iPad.
Right, and I call this, if you have an iPad, if you can have 3 items, what I call this is called stereo vision, and we've set up for that. If you watch the 2 of us at the same time, it's going to be a little different. You might want to talk to your ophthalmologist afterwards, because your eyes are going to be going a little bit. But it's really would be helpful if you're watching us on 2 or 3 devices at the same time.
Boost our ratings.
That's essentially it. And, Bob and I certainly don't believe that show business is a popularity contest by any means, but it is. Please tell us. You have to like us. Nobody loves us. Please like us. They love him. Love him. He's got rabid fans. Rabid. They're rabid. They're not as rabid as Vic DiBitetto's fans. And I told you this, Bob. People
you got some crazy fans.
Vic DiBitetto's fans are they actually before his shows they had somebody from Stony Brook, the health department. They were there testing the fans. 80% of them tested positive for rabies. That's how rabid they are for the Vic DiBitetto.
The good thing is you don't like podcasts.
I hate podcasts.
And
hate them.
And improv.
The only thing I hate more than podcasts is improv. You know what I hate just a little bit less than podcasts, though, Bob? It's changed. Is the one-man show. I hate them. Hate the one-man show.
Change?
Hey, I used to be in between the hating the improv and the podcast, but now I kind of like the one-man shows even more than the podcasts because I have one. I have a one-man show. It's called Houses of the Homely. It's about my miserable childhood, which will entertain you endlessly. It's a lot. If New York Times says 1,001 laughs from Rob Cioffi's Houses of the Homely. Unfortunately, I was scheduled to perform Houses of the Holy on November 26th, but I made a book deal, and the guy's telling me now I can't perform it. I can't perform it, Bob. I can't perform the book, like my one-man show.
It's not good.
I got a book deal. Taking the books, and it's not good, but then again, what's come out of it is that I am contractually obligated. He's not. I am, by Stevie, nobody other than Stevie GB, to perform a one-man show at one of his 12 one-man shows. He hasn't told me which one he's going to do.
12 one-man
He's got
shows?
12 one-man shows.
Why doesn't he just do what I do? Have a one-man show with 12 characters?
With 12 characters.
That would make more sense.
You know what?
Consolidate, Stevie.
Maybe you should do what Stevie GB's doing. Just have each character have its own 1-hour show. You know, remember years ago there was this band, Kiss?
Yeah.
And they were very popular, Kiss. And they decided they weren't making enough money. The wheelbarrows were coming in, but they said the wheelbarrows need to be big. We need more wheelbarrows. Let's each put out an album of our own music separately, and everybody will buy 4 albums instead of 1.
Did it work?
It kind of worked. No, the only song that came out of it was something called Back in the New York Groove by Ace Frehley. Hey, Ace Frehley. I'd love to have Gene Simmons on. You know, I met Gene Simmons once.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he yell at you?
No, he didn't yell at me. He did. I did comment on the Brillo pad hair, and boy, is he like oh man, he was really up there on the ugly tree when he fell down because he hit every brand. Boom, 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 boom. Like really ugly, really an ugly. Unfortunately, thank God he's got all that money. Billionaire Gene Simmons. I'd love to have him on the show. Maybe we'll have him on the show one day.
Gene Simmons?
Yeah. He lives anywhere he wants. Anywhere he wants. So, Bob, you know, I got to kill a little more time.
You got to what?
Kill a little more time. Oh, Jeff Huber. Let's see if he's on his way.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Jeff Huber. Oh, he says he's at the Starbucks.
Is that the Starbucks?
He says he's at the Starbucks. Let me call him.
big in here, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't see him. Do you see? I didn't see the car come in. Hey, Jeff. Jeff, it's Rob Cioffi. How are you? You're here. You're here. You are. You drove the car here. You told the car to go to Starbucks in Selden. Right. And okay. And I don't see you. Where are you? You're sitting next to the Halloween decorate. I don't see many Halloween decorate. I don't see. There's a Halloween tree in the corner. You see that, Bob? I don't. Are you sure you're at the right Starbucks? You told the car Selden STarbucks. Are you at the right Starbucks? Ask somebody. Ask somebody.
Across the street from the mosque.
From the mosque, right across the street from the mosque, right across the street from the.
You can't miss it.
He's asking somebody. You see? Bob. He's at the Bayshore Starbucks.
Oh, man, he's not going to
The
get
car brought him to the wrong place. Hey, listen. I know that car tells it to drive. You drive it here. You used to be the head of Google Maps. How could you not find this place? Get here. Okay? I don't care if you're worth $1 billion.
You went to the wrong Starbucks.
You went to the wrong Starbucks. Tell the car to go to the Bayshore Starbucks. It'll probably bring you here.
Didn't I say that in the beginning? How did they know which Starbucks? You got to be specific.
I was specific. Hey, Jeff, did you tell? You swear. You swear to me. You'll bet me a year's salary. You said Selden Starbucks. Okay. Sure, I'll take that bet. All right, we'll see you in a couple of minutes. Thanks. Okay, thanks. Jeff Huber, former head of Google Maps, the guy who actually was in charge of making Google Maps work, unable to get here in the Google Drive Yourself. It drives itself, the car. It's got all these cameras and sonar and computers and Wi-Fi. And I think it's got the iCloud. It's got everything. It can't drive itself yet. Can't drive. He's going to be here, though. He's going to be here.
Somebody on the... They want to see my Jiffy Jeff shirt.
Jiffy Jeff. Jiffy Jeff.
Michael Jordan's wearing his right now. We're in sync. New Mexico and New York.
Hey, Michael Jordan.
So he's watching right now.
Folks, you count yourselves among the viewers that watch us. One of them is the very famous Michael Jordan.
That's right.
And he's famous because he has the same name as that basketball player. They actually wrote a magazine article about him.
And he's a white guy.
As having the same. He's a white guy.
And he can't play basketball.
He's got size 7 shoes. Where's the size 7?
He's a great guy, though.
Great guy.
He looks like the Marlboro Man. That's what he looks like.
He looks very, very Albuquerque. It's exactly what I would expect. I land in Albuquerque. I'm looking for a Michael Jordan type guy.
You may have seen him. He's the guy that his picture went viral. He's swimming in snow, naked. Or with a bathing suit on.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh. We'll get it up on the site.
As a matter of fact, my friend Trent down in Myrtle Beach, he's in a show called Carolina Opry. He just posted he plays the dulcimer, and he posted playing because they're practicing for the Christmas shows.
Oh
now,
yeah.
And he plays the dulcimer.
Because you would have that in
We Three
Christmas.
Kings, and he's wearing a Jiffy Jeff shirt.
No kidding.
You could see the gym part.
You know what, Bob? By the way, I wanted to talk to you about this because I know Jiffy's a good friend of yours.
Yeah.
I was negotiating with Jiffy.
Really?
About being the sports commentator here. I think we talked about this. The sports commentator here on comedians writing jokes at Starbucks.
Yeah.
And he was all for it. He got really excited. And I'm not the type of guy to build things up.
Yeah.
Or to blow us up more than we are. So I was honest. I said, we have about 8 viewers at the time. We had about 8 viewers. He said, no. 8 viewers, no. He said 8, 9, 10. Only 10. It's got to be 10 or more, he said. And actually, 10. Yeah, that's what you do a much better impression of him than I do.
Yeah, I can do it pretty good.
You do pretty good. He said to us that he would only be on the show if we had 20 or more simultaneous viewers. And yesterday, a remarkable day for us here in many ways. One of them being we had 22 consecutive viewers.
And I wasn't even on.
And you were.
I wasn't on. Maybe that's the key.
I wonder if that... Wait a second. I don't think so, Bob. I think what they were doing was...
Well, I can't be here Thursday. I got to go to Providence, Rhode Island.
Going to be in a show with Audie. With Audie and
You know what's really weird about Rhode Island?
What?
It's not an island.
You're right.
You could drive right through it. You don't hit a bridge. You don't hit a tunnel. You just drive. It says, "Welcome to Rhode Island." 10 minutes later, you're leaving.
Do you know why it's called Rhode Island?
Because there's a road. There's one road. No, you know why? I'll tell you why.
Hold on, watch this, kid, folks. It was right over my head.
No, you know why? It's RHODE.
Like roads, like in the Greek or the
road. That translated from the Greek, I believe, means fake.
Oh,
so it makes sense. Rhode Island, fake island.
Oh, no kidding.
That's why when you see a rhododendron, it's a fake dendron.
So when you're a Rhodes Scholar, that means you're a fake scholar?
Bill Clinton.
Well, Bill Clinton. Boom. Big salute. Whoa.
See, it all makes sense now. We're here to make sense for you.
We explain it all. That's right. Cancel your Rush Limbaugh subscription, because we're going to tell you what to think, folks. Road.
Michael Johnson, he wasn't naked. He had a thong on.
It was fur, and it was a fur thong.
It was actually polar bear thong.
Well, you know what, Bob? I don't know. Maybe we'll get serious for a minute. This Ebola thing's starting to get scary. I don't know if you've been following it in the news. I know you were away during the weekend. Things have made a terrible turn for the worse. There's a nurse in Dallas, Texas, who has contracted Ebola. Apparently, wearing all of the safety gear, following all the safety procedures, she's still got Ebola. And we pray for her. I prayed for her this morning. I would I'd ask all our viewers to pray for her. But it's scary to think that you could actually get it.
Yeah. You know what I think? When they say someone contracted Ebola, it's like Ebola makes a contract with you. So I'm thinking, if you don't want to have don't sign it.
Don't sign Ebola. And that's
Why
pretty much the logic they use in countries like Liberia, where that's their main treatment. Don't sign contract with Ebola. Unfortunately, it's not really working, Bob.
That's why, see, Americans, we don't sign the contract. That's why it's very hard to get Ebola. But
they'll sign anything.
Oh, there you go. We're back.
Wait.
Stop. By the way, while we're probably not, Trish said that your energy is really good today, from the director.
Oh, we're back. We're back recording. We're not on if we're not recording. My energy's good. Energy is important. You know, Danny Aiello. This is only the second time.
By the way, while we're probably not, Trish said that your energy is really good today, from the director.
Oh, we're back. We're back recording. We're not on if we're not recording. My energy's good. Energy is important. You know, Danny Aiello. This is only the second time I'm mentioning Danny Aiello in 10 episodes. Good friend of mine, Danny Aiello. I used to perform at his comedy club. One day I was tired. I had been up for 4 days. Okay, I helped the orphans and the homeless people. I was up for 4 days. He asked me to do his comedy show. I didn't have much energy. And after I got off stage, he followed me. He was in the audience, followed me, and went, "Robbie, go get that energy, Robbie."
Stop. People are going to think there's something wrong with you. Look, they're looking now. You want the manager to come over here, don't you? You want to be thrown out.
She's actually very attractive.
You're trying to get bad.
She's in my age range. It's perfect, really.
It's not how I work, Rob.
Okay, you know, sorry about that. If you guys are experiencing technical difficulties on your side,
it's because he's slapping himself.
I'm slapping himself.
The NSA is shutting it.
It's because there's too many people in the Starbucks.
Man, I had a good thought there and I lost it.
Don't you hate when that happens? It's like that Seinfeld episode where he writes the joke down in the middle of the night and can't read it the next morning. I hate that. My agent's the new cards are coming, Bob.
Oh, your new cards are coming?
My agent from the CAA, Creative Artists Agencies.
Are you sure it's the same one?
Well, here's his card. It says his name is Rock Hard. He's the agent. He's an agent at CAA, Rock Hard. See? Rock Hard.
It's a Mason guy.
He told me he was from CAA. Anyway, we're getting our business cards tomorrow, and we'll show them to you. We're going to start handing them out. I've realized that I love we have 17 18 viewers right now, Bob. 18 viewers. But I realize, Bob, it's not the internet or mass marketing that's going to get us viewers. It's pressing the flesh.
What?
Pressing the flesh, getting face-to-face with people like that, face-to-face with people, having our business card, and here you go, pal. Make sure that you make time every day at 11 o'clock to watch us. Stop whatever you're doing. So they did the transfusion on the Ebola woman.
Yeah.
And this is just like a movie I saw with Charlton Heston called The Omega Man, where everybody was a zombie except him because he had the serum, and he forgot where the serum was or lost the recipe, but they used his blood at the end to cure everybody.
Did he run out?
I don't know. The movie just ends. It's a really horrible ending.
Just ends.
Will Smith
He's out
remade
of
the
blood.
movie.
Cut the end.
Yes. Will Smith remade the movie, and it was so much, but $100 million into it, and it still wasn't as good. Nothing like old Chuck Heston. We miss him. You can have this gun. When you pry it from my cold, dead hands, you can have it. You dark, dirty, damn ape. I miss, old day, you like the Chicago song? I love nostalgia. I'm a big nostalgia guy now. Now that I'm in the AARP crowd, although I don't belong to the AARP, they're too liberal for me.
The what?
The AARP, I don't belong to them.
Oh, yeah.
There's another one. You know the Koch brothers? You know the Koch brothers are? I think the evil billionaires that run the right wing.
Yeah, the guys from Nebraska.
Yeah,
Nebraska?
I think they got an AARP.
Kansas. Midwest.
They're evil billionaires, but they're right a lot of the time. Just because they're evil billionaires doesn't make them wrong.
They're wrong because they pronounce their name wrong.
Koch, it's Koch.
Koch.
It's Koch.
So they are wrong with something.
Koch.
It's the Koch brothers.
When you got $1 billion, your name is whatever you want it to be.
This is how you pronounce it. No, I don't want to pronounce it that way. Here's $1,000. Okay,
Koch.
Mr. Koch.
Mr. Koch. Hello, Mr. Koch. So, Bob, I don't know. A lot of the radio shows, the Howard Sterns, the Don Imuses, the John Mulrooney's,
Yeah.
they have to fill a lot of time. They got to fill 4 hours, 3 hours sometimes.
Yeah.
We only have to fill an hour, but we're finding trouble. It's trouble. It's hard. It's actually, Bob and I, two of the laziest people you'll ever meet. We don't want to prepare. We don't really want to do anything. So I decided, well, maybe it would be a good idea to have a newsreader come in, talk to us about the news.
Yeah.
And then we would comment on what that newsreader was talking about. It would fill time.
Yeah. So we'd actually do the news, but
Yeah. So I put an ad out on Craigslist, and Craigslist, and I got some responses, and we're going to start interviewing some of these people. Our first interviewee, she's been off camera for a few minutes. She's been very patient with us. She was late too. I guess she's driving a Google car, using Google Maps to get here. She got here. Our first, this young lady. Listen to this, Bob. Listen to this. She went to Yale University for undergraduate studies in communications.
Really?
Graduated at the top of her class. Then went to the Columbia School of Journalism to and graduated salami cum laude. Salami cum laude. I don't know what it means.
I don't know.
It
Don't
sounds
say
impressive.
Loud, the Arabs.
Salami cum laude.
You like salami?
By the way, we do have the. I'm calling them the Muslim view, but I don't think that's fair because I don't know what language they actually are speaking, and they're not wearing burqas.
So they're men.
They're men, but they're men. But I call them the view, the Muslim view. They're the Middle Eastern view. They could be the Turkish view. I don't know.
Could be the lesbian, Lebanese.
The lesbian Lebanese.
Lebanese view.
Could be.
There already is a Lebanon. Never mind.
Right. All I hear is, but they're solving the world's problem. I hear Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian. So they're solving problems over there. Anyway, this young lady's name is Clare Flare. Claire, come on over and meet Bob and I and the viewers. This is our first interview for the newsreader. By the way, Bob, slide in there, Claire.
Don't worry about me.
There's Clare Flare.
Hi.
No, Clare Flare. Before we even start, Claire, I just want to tell Bob, I know I mentioned that Stuttering John Melendez, former announcer for Jay Leno and flunky for Howard Stern, advertised on our show yesterday. John, if you're watching today, I will interview for this. This position is not yet closed. Clare Flare might get the position, but if you are interested, come down and you can read the news for us too. So, Claire, thank you for coming.
Sure.
I'm sure you're very excited to be here. Going to Yale, that's very impressive, and Columbia. Why don't you tell the folks where your iPad is? Oh no, here we go. I got it.
You found it? Okay, good.
Okay, Claire. So this is how it's going to work. You're going to read us some news stories, and Bob and I are going to make comments about them that are humorous.
And just so you know, this is not improv.
It is. It's not.
We hate improv.
We hate improv.
Well, I haven't read the news yet today, so I'm just gonna, see what's on here.
Okay, you take a look and you pick something. We can wait,
Oh my
Claire.
word. No, the sun is in my eyes.
Why don't you put your sunglasses?
I should.
Yeah,
the glare,
Yeah, put the glare from the.
They still haven't made these anti-glare. And
Is that does shiny things
can be frustrating.
distract you, Claire?
yeah,
Clare
and-
Flare, ladies and gentlemen, Clare Flare.
But I'm usually used to a teleprompter, so
Okay.
bear with me here.
I apologize. I think I made that clear in the Craigslist ad that we are in a Starbucks, trying to be inconspicuous. But
Okay, I got one.
go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So apparently, Crumb's Bakery. Remember that closed down? Do you remember that?
The Crumb's Bakery, the cupcake place.
You remember that?
Yes, I was. Do I remember that? Oh, I remember that. They put me in Mather up in the ward up there for 3 days because of that. Go ahead.
Well, now it says Crumb's Bake Shop, the cupcake maker that closed its stores in July,
Yeah.
will begin reopening shops in the major cities this month.
In major cities this month.
Yeah.
What?
It's a cupcake place.
Yeah.
That got closed down for. The government says you can only have so many rat hairs in cupcakes.
Oh, are you serious?
I think they exceeded it by 2 or 3. They had instead of having 100, had 102.
Dude,
We're
are you
gonna
serious?
get sued
No,
so bad.
No, seriously, what was it about?
I don't know. Well,
Wait,
we
but
have
you made
Clare
it up?
Flare. Clare Flare, salami cum laude from Columbia Journalism School. Why were they closed originally, Clare Flare?
Well, apparently people weren't eating the cupcakes anymore, which I don't understand because I like them. But you know what I think it is? I think it's because of all the gluten intolerance.
Okay, gluten intolerance.
You know?
The gluten. You know about the fluoride, Clare Flare? You ever hear about the fluoride? Let me tell you, you're a young person, and I'll explain it to you. All your life, there's been fluoride in the water. You just take it for granted. Fluoride is a government conspiracy. Just like gluten being harmful for you is a government conspiracy. It's a way for you to spend more money on things you don't need and while getting your teeth whitened.
Well, you kind of
I
need
don't know.
that for the news, to be on TV.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah. Well,
I don't see how you're seeing this as a problem.
I don't. Well,
See these teeth
it's
right here?
you know what I'm the baby boomer generation, and then we have the millennials, and then we have you people, the generation lost. Sorry, no hope for you. Generation lost. No.
What?
You're lovely. Don't worry about it, Claire. Don't worry, Claire. Don't worry about it, Claire. We'll go to lunch afterwards. I'll explain. So the cupcake place is closed.
Yeah.
And is it reopening? Is it reopening on Long Island? Is that what's happening?
Likely, but right now just in the city.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So Right now, we only lost 2 viewers, Clare Flare. Keep going.
So that's the main story of the day.
That's the main story.
That's the main
Newsday's
story.
main story.
It's at the very top.
It is at the very top. She's not kidding.
I'm not kidding.
The most
Okay?
important news of the
It's
day
right here.
is the cupcake place is reopening.
Yeah.
That was the main top
That's
story?
the main story, Bob.
What is that?
Bob,
AOL
But
mail?
do you think-
excuse me if I'm a little hyped up because I just had a venti pumpkin spice latte.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very good.
Yeah.
They're very good. You seem super. Are you okay? You're
I
like
think
you're like
so.
literally
A little-
vibrating.
A little
It's-
bit.
it's-
I mean, this is a little heavy for me to hold.
Is it?
I don't think this is the air.
It's not an Air.
No.
No, it's an iPad 3.
Yeah. So.
I apologize again. I think I was specific in the Craigslist ad. You'd be working with
AirPad?
an iPad, an Air is the new one.
Oh. I thought she made that up.
No, she's an AirPad, an Airhead. No, it's kind of the same. Anyway, pick something.
All right. I'll pick something really. Good,
I'll make the
okay?
news. Let me make the news background. That's a ticker tape. Tick typer.
still have those
It's the
things?
news. It's news. You're listening to
I'm
1010
gonna
Win.
do entertainment because that's what interests me.
Okay. Really?
Okay.
Okay.
Amanda Bynes.
Oh.
You know she has the blue hair now.
The blue hair.
Have you seen that?
Okay. What does that mean? Does
She's
that
on psychiatric hold right now.
a psychiatric hold? And is that what they do to you when you're in psychiatric hold? They give you blue hair?
I don't know.
Look at
but
that. Look at that.
This is
Yeah.
her. Okay.
Look at that. This is the heart. I don't know if you can see it, but it's heartbreaking.
I don't know if you can see.
It's heartbreaking to see this young woman who
She used to be on Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon, very, very, very attractive, had a great career,
Nickelodeon?
and yeah, she's on Nickelodeon, and she's lost her mind.
So instead of the green slime, now she has the blue hair.
She has the blue hair, the green slime, and for our people over 50 who have no idea what she's talking about, there was a show on Nickelodeon. What was it called? It was Slime Me. It was called or something.
Slime?
No, she had her own show.
Oh, she had her
Yeah.
own show. Yeah,
Amanda Bynes show. Yeah. Totally.
Did you ever watch that while you were at Yale?
That was more like when I was younger,
Oh, okay.
you know?
Okay, I thought
But
maybe.
it was a good time, really.
Where is Yale? Is that in Boston? Where's Yale?
I need my GPS to find out. Just give me a minute and maybe I could find it.
That's okay.
My nephew may go to Oxford. For real.
Really?
The last year of his college year, he may go to Oxford.
Wow.
Which I think is in England.
It is.
That's higher than Harvard.
No, I think it might also be where they make the shoes. In that it's the Oxford Shoe Company, Oxford, Pennsylvania. No, that's good. That's great. No, it's exciting. What's his
Just
name?
thought I'd throw it in there.
What's his name?
Joseph Robinson.
Joseph Robinson. Congratulations, Joseph. Oh, that kid. That kid, the emo kid. He used to be an emo kid. Now he's not an emo. He used to wear the black pants and the black hair and mascara.
No, he didn't.
Trish is calling Janie right now. Rob said your son wears mascara. So I'm sorry, Clare Flare.
It's fine.
Okay.
I had to gather my thoughts.
Okay.
There's also jobs now in all the malls on Long Island.
Really?
So if you're looking for a job, you can go there. I love the mall.
You did.
I really do.
You see, I don't care if it entertains you, as long as it entertains me. She goes to the mall to find jobs. Yes, of course.
Well, Christmas is coming.
I really need a job, Clare Flare. Where should go to the mall?
Because that way, if I'm, even if I'm at work, I can still shop,
That's true.
right?
I think that's a
She
very.
works at the mall to buy stuff at the mall.
She buys stuff at the mall. This is working out
Save
very
on
well,
gas.
Bob.
Totally.
Claire, you're our first interviewee, but you're in top in the running right now. I would have to say you're on the short list, kid.
Okay.
You're on the short list. How about one more story, and then I know you have to go,
I know.
right? I know that you're in.
Well, I have to go shopping. So.
Well, I thought you were getting the mani pedi. right? Do you do the Vietnamese or the Korean mani pedi? Which do you use?
I have no idea who they are.
You don't. You
no
just go.
idea. I don't know what they're saying. I just go like this, and they do, you know. So, yeah.
All right, one more story from Clare Flare, and then
Let's
we'll
see.
move on.
It's gotta be good. It's gotta be good.
You pick one, baby.
Let's see.
It's okay. Dead air is not a problem.
I'm really used to like really great stories, and News 12. There's like nothing going on.
And that, I can't
There's
believe
nothing
it.
to do on Long Island.
There's nothing to do on Long Island.
Nothing to do.
There's not impending weather. There's usually weather on Long Island.
Yeah, weather.
Let's see the weather.
Anything.
I'm sure there's something. You know, it's fall now, so everything's pumpkin.
Yes.
Is that why you're wearing this shirt?
It is. It is.
Okay.
That in the Riverhead Jail
Rob,
color of
See the
choice.
weather.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin Rob. Pumpkin Spice Rob.
Rupert Pumpkin. He's here today.
Rupert. You got to start somewhere. You're at the bottom. You got to start at the bottom.
I'm having technical difficulties.
This is
Okay.
Claire doesn't know how to operate an iPad.
There's a lot of difficulties here.
It's an iPad
It
thing.
took me a while to turn it on, but I figured it out. So.
You ever talk to Siri?
Siri,
Oh my gosh. I got in a fight to her on the way here.
you did.
Yes.
What about?
Because I was trying to get here,
Yeah.
and she kept telling me, like, I'm going to call, you know, your mom, I'm going to do this. I'm like, no, I need to go to Starbucks. And, I don't know. I'm going to talk to my therapist about it. 'Cause
Okay.
She's really, really aggravating me.
You could talk.
recently.
It'd be funny if Siri was your therapist.
Can you mute Siri? I don't even have an iPhone.
You can.
I don't
You can-
know.
yeah.
You can mute her?
Google's got a Siri thing, but
That,
we'll ask the guy Jeff Huber.
when he
We'll
gets
find out when he gets here.
Okay, so you want the weather?
Yeah. How about the weather? What's the
Okay,
weather looking like?
So right now it's pretty sunny outside,
Is it
but there's going to be a chance of rain.
really?
Yes.
How? What kind of chance?
It's
What's
going to
it?
be cloudy.
It's,
It's
is it?
not saying here. if
It's
you
not
can
saying.
believe it.
Well, if you were to
It's not.
guess, what's the chance? 20%, 30%.
I would say 50-50.
50.
Either it's going to be sunny or it's going to rain.
Okay.
Yeah.
one or the other.
One or the other.
Yes,
Although there could be a sun shower, and then both would be happening. Wouldn't that blow your mind, Claire Flare?
I don't know.
You think you could do that? Did you know, Bob, that if turkeys are out in the rain and they look up, they see something up, you know, they start thunderstorms, they'll drown.
They'll drown?
They'll drown in the rain
Why is that?
because they're dumb.
Oh my God.
You know, that's really not a nice thing to say about
But
a turkey.
that's good for Thanksgiving.
So you
Yes.
don't even have to shoot them. You,
You
just
don't
go
have to
to
shoot- you wait-
hunt
you
up-
wait- you
you
pray
hunt
for
turkeys
rain.
in the rain, and you point up in the sky.
Around November 20th, you pray for rain, and boom. All right. Well, Claire Flare, I really appreciate you coming down for the interview. I've asked you a lot of questions. Are there any questions you'd like to ask me before you go?
Anything?
Anything.
What did you order at Starbucks today?
I didn't. I brought some contraband. I brought an outside food.
Oh my gosh.
Don't
You
let the
drink
manager see
that?
me. The manager might get upset about it, but I don't care about that. Everyone's going to think that's my bit. It's Kevin Meaney's bit.
Kevin Mean.
I'm trying to do this to get Kevin Meaney's attention. Kevin,
You know what, Rob?
Yes.
You know what you should try?
tell me, Claire, what should I
Make
try?
sure it's a venti,
A
because that's
venti?
the biggest.
Yes.
You're gonna want to try the cappuccino frappe latte.
Cappuccino frappe
Yeah,
latte?
but don't get the whip or the cream, and make sure it's soy.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
That's got me written all over it.
Yeah. Try it, Rob. Try it.
Thank you, Claire
Soy
Flare.
at all?
Have you
Don't
ever had?
have soy in
I
your life?
have it soy in the Chinese food. You get the soy.
Heavy.
Soy sauce.
You get the soy sauce. That's what I had.
So salt. It's good for you.
Yeah, I love that stuff. All right, Claire, you can go.
All right.
It was nice
Thank
seeing you.
you.
Thank you for
Thank
being
you.
here, and
Bye.
we'll be in touch. Claire Flare.
Bye.
Hey, folks, she's going to be our new newsreader, maybe.
I don't think
Interview.
she's from Long Island.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Have you been to the mall lately? She sounds like.
I haven't been in a mall
I
in like 10 years.
really.
more.
You want to go later? We'll take Bob to the mall. Now I'll bring a camera. Bob Nelson's first trip to the mall in 10. We're back.
I'm thinking
We're back.
the mall.
We're talking about the mall.
You know what would get both? I'm just thinking off the top of my head here. You got the mall people and you got the Walmart people. We should open a store called Mallmart. I think you get the both. You get one half of the mall.
It's a brilliant
could
idea.
Be like a mall. The other half could be like a Walmart.
That's a brilliant idea.
Cater to everybody.
I think we should call Key and Peele. Because
did they do that already?
They would use it. No, but have you seen those guys? They're terrific.
Yeah.
Those guys. They're terrific.
Yeah, they're very funny.
And they can say the N-word. They say the N-word. I don't know if that makes a difference in what their comedy is, but because, you and I couldn't do that.
The N-word?
I said the N-word.
Nelson? They say Nelson all the time?
No, they say the real N-word. And I'm like, why is it okay? I get it. I know that you probably could explain it to me. I just think it's an unfair competitive advantage. We would call that because they get they get this. I watched this thing where they said the N-word in it.
Yeah.
And I felt that made it funnier. But because they can say it and I can't do that. That gives them a comedy advantage, a competitive comedy advantage.
Because I can say that word.
And I can't. And I don't want to say the word. I don't like the word. It's an ugly word. Ugly word. Okay?
So you're telling me that black people who say the N-word have a bigger vocabulary than me because I'm not allowed to say certain words.
They are freer in their speech.
So we can't.
They might have been in chains for 400 years, but they're freer in our speech today. Man, am I going to get in trouble for this? No, Bob, we better call. We better call the Al Sharpton of white people, Ted Nugent. Where are you, Ted?
Ted,
we need Ted Nugent. Ted, you can explain this for us, Ted.
Actually, we're not allowed to use a word.
We're not allowed to use a word, which is really.
Well,
not that either one of us would either one of us say it.
What about equality? There's got to be a word that they can't say. Let's say a word that they don't really have to say, because we don't really have to say that word. So we should think of a word that...
This is really going to go... No, this is going to go bad.
Seriously, no. It should be equal. They have a word we can't say, so that we should have a word that they can't say. And it should be a word that they should not say.
And it should be a word that we say all the time.
Right. Like, let me think about it.
Think about it, Bob, because... We're coming to the end of the show. 5 minutes left.
Potpourri. A black guy does not have to say the word potpourri. Potpourri.
The P word.
Yeah. They shouldn't say potpourri. We should say potpourri.
Because white people say potpourri all the time.
Yes.
We're potpourri freaks. Believe me.
Right.
Everybody loves a white person. You give us. Everybody likes their white bread, their mayonnaise, and their potpourri.
Potpourri.
Give me some white bread, mayonnaise, and potpourri, and I got a sandwich.
That's a good word.
That's a great word.
It's all inclusive.
That's because you're the genius, Bob. You're the genius. I'm just the eye candy, folks. He's the one that comes up with all the good material. We're going to take a short break for our sponsors. The holiday season is fast approaching. Why not get a jump on your Christmas shopping by getting a Bob Nelson DVD? They make great stocking stuffers. That's right, Bob Nelson, star of stage, TV, and film. He's hilarious. Go to BobNelson.com to order your Bob Nelson DVD today. Not kidding, folks. Christmas is coming. Very funny stuff.
Right around the corner.
Right around the front. And actually makes a very good stocking stuffer right next to the potpourri. Or the P word.
See, think about
That's got legs. That's got legs.
That would really, you know how satisfying that would be to be in a bathroom and then a black guy says, "What is that?" You say, "You can't."
You can't say it. No. Or he gets embarrassed. I can't believe you said that word. You crazy. You using the P word, man? You must really think we're tight.
Yeah.
Not only we in the bathroom together, you're using the P word.
It's a different P word.
It's the P word, potpourri.
In the bathroom.
Yo, where's my potpourri at? Where's my potpourri at? Yo. We could make white rap songs about potpourri. My potpourri.
I don't think I've said that word in the same amount of time I haven't been in the mall. It's 10 years. Because you see potpourri in the mall.
You don't have potpourri at home? I can't imagine. You know, your wife Trish keeps such a beautiful home.
I know.
And she's so. I would think that somewhere there's a little bit of potpourri spring. Who was the Let's Make a Deal guy? Remember the Let's Make a Deal guy? Remember that show Let's Make a Deal? The guy would come out and people would go on the show with big bags of stuff.
Yeah.
And he'd say, "Hey, if you have any potpourri in there,
let's make a deal, right? Let's make a deal.
Let's make a deal." It's called Let's Make a Deal.
Yeah. Somebody who has a toothpick.
A toothpick. Who's got a toothpick? I do. Well, you're going to win a brand new substandard car. It's almost over, folks. 2 more minutes. I want to thank you all for watching. And please tell your friends. There's more to come. We have a big week in store. Some big announcements coming. One of them being, I tried to do this the other day, finish this. We may be having an appearance. I can't say it'll be this week. But we're going to start a new segment called Jiffy Jeff Jawowski's In-Depth Sports News Analysis.
Whatever's going on in sports, he said he wants to talk about topical stuff.
He wants to talk about topical stuff, but he's going to be like that guy on HBO, Bryant. You know what I'm talking about?
Nita?
No.
Nita Bryant.
Will Bryant?
Gumbles.
Bryant Gumbles. Hard-hitting, deep, incisive. We're talking NPR. Probably the same quality we got with our young lady here, Clare Flare. Columbia School of Journalism level sports in-depth analysis.
And we'll have Trish moderating the chat social stream because I can't.
Trish will be back in there.
She needs to do it.
She could do it remotely, you know. She could do it from wherever she is.
Yeah, but I'd like her to see what's going on.
I want her so she knows what's going on, right? In real time.
Yeah.
In real. Just tell the folks again where you're going to be. Wait, no, start from the beginning because we might have lost the guy.
We're in Providence, Rhode Island on Thursday at the Comedy Connection. Saturday is the Wilbur Theater in Boston. And then Friday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Saturday is Chicopee at the Hooky Lounge. And then Trumbull, Connecticut at Marissa.
Can I ask you a question?
Just go. Just go to BobNelson.com instead.
You're going to be in Chicopee?
Yeah, Chicopee.
In Chicopee? They have potpourri in Chicopee?
They should.
Hey!
Chicopee potpourri.
Potpourri in Chicopee.
Don't forget to do your song.
Hey, folks, thanks for coming. Thank you for watching. Please tell your friends. Things are happening for us. We're in the double digits, and we're going places. Come along for the ride. As always, my friend Bob Nelson. Let's hear it for the great Sarah Quinn, who's going to be... she's going to be... Give me a couple of things. You're going to be at Samantha's Little Bit of Heaven this Friday. Where else?
Samantha's.
The Gagoots on the 4th, and you'll be...
McGuire's on November 15th.
No, McGuire's, the Clean Comedy Hours. Do you know that Stevie GB, in addition to being a comedian, he opened like a maid service? It's called the Clean Comedians. They come clean your house. They come and clean your apartment. They're hysterical. And they'll be performing on November 15th at McGuire's. You've had enough of me. Good night, folks. See ya.